This is the complete first wave of House of the Dragon. I collected a few Game of Thrones pops while that show aired, but when House of the Dragon was announced, I knew I was going to collect every single House of the Dragon pop that releases. So stay tuned for Wave 2 and the NFT pops, because we got them all. You may notice pop number 9, Funko Shop exclusive Daemon with Egg is missing. Don't worry, I do have it, but it's signed and in the autograph collection, but we will take a look at it when we get to it later in this video. For now, just imagine it's right there. What a large first wave. Like seriously, the exclusives are kind of a pain to get, but that also kind of makes this line super fun to hunt for. I think Funko did an excellent job creating well-designed pops, and I'd say my real only complaint is that they use similar molds for Syrax and Caraxes. They are a little bit different, but it would have been so cool to get a dragon with a super long neck, but the 6-inch pops and the pop rides won't come until Wave 2, so hopefully in the future we can get an updated Caraxes. It would have been interesting to get some of the kids or younger versions, but even with the duplicate characters, I think they're great upgrades to the base version, so I'm pretty stoked with this first wave, but there's a lot to talk about, so let's take a closer look at them. Pop 1 in this line is the San Diego Comic-Con Alicent Hightower, but the moment is specifically from Season 1, Episode 7, when Alicent attacks Rhaenyra. This also means this pop is for Olivia Cooke's portrayal of the character. You may recognize her from Ready Player One, Bates Motel. She's been in quite a few fun projects, but this scene is incredible. Olivia Cooke delivers, and this is a great moment and choice to be the first pop in the line. There is a San Diego Comic-Con sticker version, but be careful, there are replacement stickers on the market, which are essentially sticker swaps, so I highly recommend to collect a shared exclusive version like this one. The PPG is around $30, but usually sells a little under. Either way, there is potential for this pop to increase in the future, so keep your eye on it. I mean, when it comes to the design of this pop, I am in love with it. The green dress radiates the moment that she's doing. Even her hair has a little bit of wind as she rushes towards Rhaenyra. The whole moment is absolutely beautiful. You can see on the back there is no common wave. This pop released a little bit before the rest of the commons. And yeah, right before the show came out, I knew that this was going to be a must grab. So I definitely grabbed it from the retailer on the convention day. Since it is the first pop in the line, I would suggest picking it up. It does have that uniqueness, and yeah, it's a very, very good looking pop, and I love that we got an Olivia Cooke pop right off the bat. Pop 2 is Viserys Targaryen, technically the first common in the line, as you can see on the back. Viserys does also have a pop in Wave 2, and the NFT line, so you have options if you want a Paddy Considine Viserys pop. Paddy has won 2 BAFTA awards, both as a director for a short film Dog Altogether, and for his feature debut Tyrannosaur, or you may have seen him act in Dead Man's Shoes, Journeyman, Pride. He's done a lot of impressive work, and he's a fantastic actor. This pop is very standard, but one perk compared to the other 4-inch Viserys pops is that he is completely healthy in this pop, and not completely decaying. He also looks good on the 6-inch throne pop, but this pop is definitely unique in that aspect, and that's why I think it's a good pickup. If you take a little bit of a closer look at it, you can see the detail of his black robes. I love that so much. He is wielding a sword in his hand. He's wearing the crown. There is 1,000,000% a specific name for that sword. I'm just totally blanking on it right now, but oh my gosh, this pop, it is pretty simple, but I love it a lot, and I think it's a good-looking Viserys pop. And since it's the number 2 pop and the first official pop in the wave, pick it up. It's really, really easy, and it goes for a retail price still. But since the events of the show technically kick off from his death, I think he is a great option to be the first representation of the official first common wave of House of the Dragon. Pop 3 is another Alicent Hightower, but this time we got the younger version played by Emily Carey, who played younger versions of Wonder Woman and Lara Croft in their recent films. This moment is specifically from Season 1, Episode 5, when Alicent makes her grand entrance into the wedding and essentially declared a civil war. The music and acting by everyone truly made this an infamous scene, and I'm so glad we got a pop for her here. I love getting pops for the younger versions of the characters, and this is one of Emily's most powerful scenes within the show, and the dress is iconic. I think this was a great choice as well, especially because the first few pops are really focused on the first 5 episodes, which is kind of like the prologue into the giant Targaryen civil war, and man, oh man, it's a good looking pop overall. The dress, literally so iconic. There's a better look at it on the side. Again, the pop is a little bit simple, but I think for her character and for the moment, I mean, literally, if you can picture this moment or you rewatch it, you'll be like, okay, I see why they made it into a pop. It is fantastic. She absolutely kills it, and I love seeing the earrings right there. Wearing the green is the big moment of this scene, and oh my gosh, literally, this is what Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon is all about. Incredible writing and acting make really powerful scenes like this. Pop number 4 is Corlys Velaryon, played by Steve Toussaint. You may recognize him from the 2010 Prince of Persia movie or The Knock. He's been in a few other roles too, but Corlys is a very unique character. In Season 2, we now see him as the Hand of the Queen for Rhaenyra, so it'll be interesting to see what happens to him in the future. I like that in this pop he has his sword drawn, gives it a little bit more of an action sequence that we haven't seen so far. I love his Season 1 outfit. His long white dreads look so sick with his beard too. I mean, it's a really iconic character, and he's pretty easily recognizable as well. He finishes out the top row of the common wave, and next up we will take a look at the bottom 4. But yeah, I'm just super glad they made his character. Very unique character. I would love to get this bad boy signed. I think the House of the Dragon autographs are pretty elite anyways, so it will be a slow and steady process, but one that will probably be very satisfying in, you know, a few decades. Hopefully we got a bunch of these signed back then. But oh my gosh, the show right now was fantastic. I don't see it taking a downward spiral anytime soon, so pick up the pops, especially the ones that aren't getting second versions right now, and that could be Corlys. But let's see what happens to his character and the other pops they make in the future. But oh man, either way, this will probably be an iconic pop. The entire first wave, I think, will for sure. Pop number 5 is our first Daemon Targaryen Funko Pop, played by Matt Smith, who you may know as the 11th Doctor from Doctor Who, or possibly recognize him from The Crown as Philip Duke of Edinburgh, or Milo from the highest grossing film of all time, Morbius. He was also great in Last Night in Soho, but for our first Prince Daemon pop, let's take a look at it because it's honestly kind of standard, but he is super recognizable as well, and he looks great in costume. You know what, honestly, it's not a bad first comment for the character, but he does get a few more pops in the wave. Since I did get his autograph on the Funko Shop and NFT pop, I did place this comment last on my priority list for signings. I did have it ready just in case, but I did decide to opt out of getting it signed. For now, hopefully in the future I can get another opportunity, but it was a little bit pricey at the time, so I'm happy with what I got for sure. I suspect there will be more Daemon pops in the future. He is George's favorite character and has lots of big moments to come, so again, for the first comment, it's solid. I look forward to seeing a little bit more of Daemon. If we take a little bit closer look at the pop itself, you can see he's got his hand on his sword, and take note of the body, because other than the arm holding the egg in pop number 9, the Funko Shop exclusive, he is pretty much the same exact Funko Pop. So just keep that in mind when we take a look at that when we get to it. Once again though, I do love seeing his long white hair, especially on a lot of the characters on the back. Just kind of brings back the idea that this is a Targaryen show and that there's a lot of them around. So that's kind of exciting to me. But yeah, great first pop, but I do think the other ones are a little bit stronger. Pop number 6 is Rhaenyra Targaryen, and is the first pop to get an exclusive with the Walmart Diamond exclusive, which I do think is a huge improvement to this common. So we'll quickly take a look at it right after this one. But I do want to appreciate that this is young Rhaenyra from Season 1, Episode 1, The Heirs of the Dragon, for her coronation. A huge moment, and I'm so glad Funko created this. It also allows for Millie Alcock autograph potential, which is a real possibility because she has a bright future ahead of her. She has been in a few TV shows like Reckoning or Upright, but she has also been recently casted by James Gunn as the new Supergirl for the DCU. This pop is great. The dress is iconic. I'm super glad they made this pop. There's lots of nice details to help show off the entire outfit, but let's take a look at the Walmart one in a second. So remember what we're taking a look at here. There's a lot of very smooth details on this dress. kind of pretty dull colors, but they fit up the moment super well. Actually, I think the dress in the show is a little bit brighter, so that would have been nice to see. But I do love the headdress as well, the earrings. I mean, come on, this outfit is great, and it perfectly rivals the third pop of Alicent, especially the young versions, in their most powerful dresses, so I think it's pretty cool. If you want to take a little bit of a closer look, you can see the Targaryen logo that is crowned over her dress in the episode during the coronation. I love that so much, and yeah, there's a lot of really good detail to this pop. Overall, I think the moment is so important, they had to make this a pop. We have another pop number 6 with a Walmart exclusive Diamond Rhaenyra Targaryen, and wow, come on. I normally am not a fan of diamond pops, but they absolutely nailed this one. Take a look of it up close. Yeah, those are all the bright colors that I was expecting from the episode, and man, they just look so good. Something about this pop makes me feel like it could definitely reach Grail status one day, and it is in fact hitting solid numbers, about $50 in summer of 2024, but some people are asking for more. Walmart used to ship pretty poorly, and with it being the rarest Millie Alcock version of Rhaenyra, I think it has lots of potential to hit that Grail status in the future. But man, okay, let's definitely get some close-up shots. Look at the headdress in comparison. The earrings are all bedazzled out. I mean, come on, this outfit just looks so good. So much shine to it, so much more vibrant colors. I mean, yeah, this is the pop for Rhaenyra. If you want a side-by-side comparison, you actually can see on the box there is a little bit of a difference. You can kind of see the diamonds in the print of the box, a little bit more texture on the crown, and a little bit more texture on the outfit right there. And then if you look at this one, yeah, a lot more flatter colors, but overall, it's still a really good looking pop. So you can definitely choose which one you like. Remember, if you open this, you will totally get glitter everywhere. So I don't technically recommend it. It's definitely a good in the box pop. Definitely hunt for this one. Taking a look at the back, we get a look of all the commons. Can't even tell that this one really exists unless you're aware of it, and that's why I wanted to bring it to your guys' attention before it rises in price like crazy. They look great side by side, so actually you could pick up both of them, and honestly, not bad pickups at all. Pop number 7 is the first small dragon pop with Syrax. I like the new dragon mold compared to the Game of Thrones pops for Drogon, Rhaegal, and Viserys, but I must admit I am a little disappointed that's a little too similar of a mold to the Caraxes pops, which we'll compare in a second. There are small differences in the head and colors, but I can't complain too much as it's the first wave, and at least we got some dragons, especially in the 4-inch form. The pop does look like Syrax in the show, and I think they did a pretty good job with the color as well as the detailing on the head. I love the green eyes too. The mold itself is also very fun, allowing for play for kids or even great shelf display ability. We have gotten a larger Syrax in the pop ride in wave 2, but this pop is still below or around retail price, so it's a pretty easy pickup. I don't think this pop will be a grail or anything, but it's definitely a fun one to pick up, especially as we get more dragon pops. And for a side-by-side comparison, you guys can see it's the same exact mold, a little bit differences. Caraxes got some horns and a little bit more of a beard of the horns around his neck. Here's also another great look to see the differences. Syrax has a little bit different of the back of the head, but yeah, wings pretty much the same. They actually do have like the same exact tail, just recolored and everything. But yeah, it's just exciting that we got some dragon pops at all. Who knows, if we get like 10 more dragons, unique dragons in the future, these will be pretty fun and unique to pick up for sure. The side truly does capture a little bit of a better look of Syrax. If we take a look at the back, we can see him chilling with the rest of the Targaryens. And yeah, here's a side view of his face. Oh, that looks really good. I love the way that their wings are kind of like on the ground. It just looks really cool. It's an awesome pose for sure. A little bit threatening, but it also just allows them, again, great shelf display abilities. So I think this is a big win overall. Pop number 8 is Otto Hightower. I love Rhys, especially as the Lizard in The Amazing Spider-Man, but he also has incredible roles in The Kingsman, Alice Through the Looking Glass, or even Sherlock's brother in Elementary. He's incredible, and Otto is a dangerous character in House of the Dragon, and I can't wait to see more of him. This is a cheap pop at the moment, still under retail, so pick him up now, because it's the only Otto pop as of right now, and I think, honestly, I think he has a bigger impact. Honestly, he's been a little bit shelved in season 2, only appearing in about half the episodes. But yeah, like I said, can't wait to see more of him. Fantastic actor. One thing that I really like about this pop is that you can see the hand of the queen pin on his chest right there. He's wearing full on black, still supporting the king. That is awesome. So if we do get another Otto in the future, it'll probably be a completely different outfit, probably sporting house green a little bit more. But yeah, good for them for realizing Otto is an awesome character to make, because I am hyped to add him into the collection for sure. Very simple pop again, but I mean, he doesn't really do a lot of action. He is kind of just standing around giving advice. So good job for Hand of the King. Pop number 9 is the Funko Shop exclusive Daemon with Egg. This pop does have a chance of becoming a grail, as it's the first rare Daemon pop. It's currently selling for around $35 to $40, and I was lucky enough to get mine signed at 2023 LA Comic-Con by Matt Smith. I hope to get more of this line signed in the future, and I'm happy to start with this pop. But as you can see on the pop itself, the body is very similar to the common. The only main difference is that he is holding the egg right there in his right hand. It is kind of cool. I mean, dragon eggs are awesome, let's be honest. But I kind of wish they changed the head sculpt, or maybe a different part of the body, maybe his hand on the sword or something like that, just to change it up a little bit and help differentiate it from the common. We are getting a pop of him holding Dark Sister in Wave 3. Wave 3 was announced after I started this video, but we have lots of more House of the Dragon pops coming, so stay tuned for when we cover those. But yeah, overall, I think this is a fantastic looking pop. You can see on the back it is part of the first common wave, although the common looks the exact same when it splits in half, because the only difference is on the right side right there. Here's a little bit of a better look at the artwork of the box right there and what the pop actually looks like on the side, because yeah, I'm not going to open this. It is signed by Matt Smith. We got verification on this side. It's a fantastic looking pop, and I definitely recommend picking this one if you guys get the chance. Now, for pop number 10, we do have 2 different versions of Caraxes, but both of them are exclusives, making them a little bit harder to find. We have a 2023 Targetcon Caraxes and a Warner Brothers Shop exclusive metallic Caraxes, but similar to the number 6 Rhaenyra, they both do share the same exact mold. Starting off with the 2023 Targetcon Caraxes, he could make a cool out-of-the-box pop, but when I saw Matt Smith last year, I also saw multiple people in his line bring these pops to get signed. I thought that was a cool idea, but I still went with the Daemon pops. I already mentioned the similar molds to Syrax, but the main difference, of course, are the horns on the head, and here's a much better look. This was the beard I was talking about a little bit before. It really is the same exact mold, but I give them applause for trying to make the dragons have a little bit of their unique aspects in the pop form. I swear I can hear his cry with his mouth open. It's so unique. I love it. I also am a big fan of the blue eyes. The skin color is absolutely perfect. It looks exactly like it does in the show. They really did nail this pop outside of the long neck, but again, that would be really hard for a 4-inch pop. I don't think they could really do it, so I'll take this design. It is around a $30 pop, so lots of potential to become rare. However, I do think the Warner Brothers Shop metallic exclusive will be the rarer version, so let's take a look at that. Now, you can see a small shine on the metallic version. You can even see it on the actual box itself. It is noticeable in person, and I do have to say I am a fan of the metallic version, and the fact that it's a Warner Brothers Shop exclusive is probably the reason it is priced a little bit higher. It is currently selling for around $65 or higher. Caraxes is a super popular dragon and still has some more left in him, so I do expect this pop to increase and perhaps be a grail one day. I ordered 2 of both of them, and I actually had the sticker falling off of the Warner Brothers Shop exclusives when they came in the mail. I do recall the shipping being a little bit iffy, and I think it was the same for a lot of people, so finding one in absolutely perfect mint shape may be a little bit difficult. Again, I would still recommend picking up this pop as the Diamond Rhaenyra, and this one will definitely be the rarer pops in Wave 1. If you want to take a little bit closer look at the Targetcon sticker, there you go. it looks fantastic, and the pop in box. I mean, come on, the dragons are still pretty awesome. I'm a big fan of them. Here's a look at the back, chilling with the other Targaryens. Actually, I gotta say, I like the back of this one because it looks like we just got a lot of dragon going on. That just makes me so happy. Another look at the side, and we will get a side-by-side comparison of the metallic version. Let's take a look at the box. Once again, you can definitely tell just off the box art which one is metallic. We take a look at the back, and yeah, very similar once again. It's just way shinier, way brighter. The one I have out of box right here is the Targetcon. And one last look of the side. As we can see, this one, I mean, you can even here, he does look a little bit redder and shinier, a little bit more detail. We can take a look at the top of the boxes as well. I mean, once again, we're just talking about the small little effect, but it honestly goes a long way, and it clearly matters. At least $30 difference to people. If you want a closer look at the metallic version, man, look at that. It definitely looks beautiful. A lot more textures are present and more shading as well. This is definitely why this one stands out for sure. Definitely pick this Caraxes up. I can't wait to see more of him. He is so sick. But yeah, that does sum up this first wave, so let's close this video out. But that does sum up our first look at the House of the Dragon Wave 1 Funko Pops. There's a lot to collect, and Funko seems to be willing to grow this line pretty rapidly, similar to their approach to Game of Thrones. I highly suggest picking this wave up because the first pop of every character are usually the sought after ones in the future, and with huge fights and deaths on the horizon, pick them up before your favorites become more expensive and harder to find. But are there any characters that you guys would like to see in the future? Are there any changes you would like to make to this first wave? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and check out the description for my complete Funko Pop playlist where I'm making a library of videos to share with the collecting world. Anyways, have a fantastic rest of your day, my friends. Peace out. Bye.